Okay, we're gonna carry on with our seasons and weather section. Remember, Annie's the girl who's writing us a letter from her school. Dear kindergartners, it's me, Annie, again. As I promised, today I'm gonna tell you about summer. What kinds of things do you think of when I say summer? Swimming, sweating? I'll tell you what I think of, fun. My favorite season of the year is definitely summer. To me, summer means vacation. I don't have school during the summer months, and my family always goes on trips to the beach. This year, I'm hoping my dad will take me deep sea fishing. My mom prefers to relax on the sand. At the beginning of summer, our part of Earth receives the most sunlight than it will get all year long. In most of the United States, the summer season begins in the month of June, and then has July, August, and a little bit of September. During summer, the sun rises early in the morning and it stays up until after dinner time. When I was in kindergarten, during the summertime when it stays light outside for longer, my mom used to make me go to bed even though it still wasn't dark. One way to tell how warm it is outside is to look at the thermometer. Remember that a thermometer is a tool that measures the temperature. When it's cold outside, the liquid stays down in the thermometer. When it's warm outside, the liquid rises in the thermometer and comes closer to the top. Which thermometer do you think shows what temperature it might be like in the summertime? That would be this one, right? Because it gets higher. Do you remember that when we talked about the winter months, we said we could also tell how cold it was by the way people dress. The same is true in the summer. You can tell how warm it is by the way people are dressed. All of these people are dressed for warm weather. What do you notice about the way that they are dressed? Notice they're covering up parts of their body so the sun doesn't get to them. As I told you before, I live in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, and where the president works. My teacher says that Washington, D.C. is actually a good city to learn about when studying the seasons because there are 4 seasons, all different from each other. It's easy to tell by walking outside or simply by looking out the window, whether it's winter, spring, summer, or autumn. Summer is the busiest time of year in Washington, D.C. because each year millions of Americans come to visit the famous monuments, museums, and buildings during their summer vacation. The city gets really crowded during the summer, but I like to see all different kinds of people downtown. During the summer, the weather can get very hot in Washington, D.C. See how the liquid is way up high in the thermometer? It says 90 degrees. That means it's really hot outside. It's a good thing there are so many vendors who sell cold refreshments to help visitors cool off. My favorite summer treat is a snow cone. The trees in Washington, D.C. are full of green leaves during the summer. In my neighborhood, the lawns in front of the houses are green and lush. On weekends, all the neighbors are out with their lawnmowers cutting the grass, and gardeners can be seen working in the flower beds. I like to go to the swimming pool to keep cool in the summer, and lots of other people have the same idea. Everyone at the pool is wearing lots of sunscreen so they don't get sunburned. Nothing ruins summer fun like a bad sunburn. Sometimes you can rest under the shady trees to protect yourself from the hot sun. Other people simply stay indoors, especially if it's really hot. The 4th of July is the biggest summer holiday, and it's an especially important day in Washington, D.C. The 4th of July is the birthday of the United States, and most people don't have to go to work. Lots of my friends have picnics or barbecues, take trips to the beach, and gather to enjoy time with family and friends. I like to go to the parades during the day on the 4th of July, and then to the booming, colorful fireworks at night. Also, it doesn't feel like the 4th of July until I've eaten a lot of watermelon. Thanks to the 4th of July and trips to the beach, I always think of fun times when I think about summer. What is it like during summer where you live? Your friend, Annie. What is it like during the summer where we live? First of all, it gets really hot. But if you go outside and sit under the shade, it's not too bad, right? Lots of sun. The nice thing about where we live is it might be hot here in our neighborhoods, but if we go up to the mountains, it's a little bit cooler. That's pretty nice to do in the summer. All right, talk to you soon.